Hey everybody, John and Lance from the bench, mornings on ESPN 97.5. Let's talk some Texans football. Hey, it's a year ago that the Texans got rid of Clowney and they picked up Tunsil. So let's project a year from now, Lance. Are the Texans closer to a championship or are they closer to a new head coach and general manager?
That would be B. New head coach and general manager. I'd like to $1,000 on that, Chuck. B. New head coach and general manager. I mean, they're not going to be close to a championship. They don't have a first-round pick next year. The players they signed, we'll see what happens with Cooks. We know David Johnson is kind of a one-and-done more than likely. You are already getting yourself in a hole with your – I mean, you're signing your core players, but you're going to have no money left, basically, for key free agency. You don't have a lot of draft picks. And some of the draft picks you've made, you know, it's a big year for Lonnie Johnson. They really need to see him play well. A big year for Kahale Warring. They need to get something out of him this year. I just don't see what they need to increase their talent base, to increase and improve their roster. You and I looked at the roster of the Cleveland Browns. I think by all objective standards, the Browns have better top-end talent at most positions, and that's a big concern if you're the Texans. So I really think it's the answer would be B. I think they're closer to a new head coach and general manager based on the fact that Tennessee kind of feels like they know who they are. I think the Colts are talented but don't have a quarterback, a long-term quarterback at least right now. And we know Jacksonville's going to stink. But I don't see the Texans being able to build enough 1 year from now to be closer to a championship.
I'm going to disagree. I think they're going to be a better offense this year. I think that Deshaun is going to learn to not just rely on one guy. He's going to have more. He's got more weapons, and you know I think they're going to be better. I don't think it's a bad thing that they're going to lose David Johnson after 1 year. That'll be a positive. They picked up Carlos Hyde. They'll get a running back situation that's squared away. I don't think that's a big deal, but I think that they are going to be better. They're going to get hopefully. Well, we'll see. JJ money off the books. Maybe they can bring in a free agent pass rusher over there, or build with mid-level guys that'll be better defensively. I think that they are actually going to be better, and I think it's kind of unfair to compare them to the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns were the Houston Astros. They lost 100 games a year, and they got all kinds of draft picks. They better be better. They better have a bunch of good players because they had all kinds of draft picks, and they sucked for years. The Texans have been winners. The Texans have been a lot like the Rockets. You know what? Win, get close, make the playoffs, but you're just not good enough. But they continue to win, and they continue to win. I think that might be a little bit unfair to the Texans to compare them to the Cleveland Browns.
Well, I mean, you say they continue to win. Their one playoff win, Deshaun played poorly except for one play where it made a play out of his ass against Buffalo that was unbelievable, and that turned into a win, but they were outplayed for most of that game. I mean, the Texans really don't do well in the postseason. They really don't. And I don't know how – yeah, you're right about Cleveland. They did have opportunities, and they have built something with those opportunities, which have been multiple first-round picks. And you never want to go through what the Browns have been through as an organization. Never in a million years. But by the same token, how are you going to build this roster out? That's my question. Do you trust Bill OBrien, the general manager – do you trust Bill OBrien, the capologist, along with Jack Easterby, to save enough money for any free agency and to build a roster?
No, but I'm only looking for a year from now. I'm not talking about going forward. Yeah. Bill OBrien, they're not going to be close to a coaching change next year. They're just not. They're going to win enough this year that Bill OBrien is not going to have to worry about it. Maybe not closer to a championship, but I will say this. Bill OBrien, and we've said it plenty of times, well, we didn't like the DeAndre Hopkins trade, we didn't like the Clowney trade. They still got rid of guys that they didn't think fit the culture. And if he gets a culture around here that he likes, hardworking, committed, and they're going to maybe they will be better, and maybe it will be a better organization, and then maybe they will win more in the postseason because culturally they're going to be a winning organization. We'll see if it works out. I don't believe in Bill OBrien, but I do believe in theory that he's getting rid of guys that he doesn't think are champs. He doesn't think work hard. He doesn't think are committed to winning championships. So I think that's where we might be. Hey everybody, this is John Granato for Coors Light, the official beer for me of poker. It's the official beer of golf. It's the official beer of chicken wings. Texas Chill, baby. Get yourself a cold, clean, crisp, refreshing Coors Light and keep it Texas Chill. John Granato here for Coors Light, Texas Chill. Now, as far as Clowney, Earl Thomas, Leonard Fournette, they're all out there. Should the Texans consider any of those guys right now?
I mean, to me, you don't add Fournette. You've got running backs. You get a couple running backs. That's fine, unless you don't like one of your running backs. But the running backs are handled. I don't think you need the safety badly enough to deal with Earl Thomas. Clowney's a guy that would be interesting and would be a fit as well. But nobody's been able to sign Clowney because they don't have the money for it, because Clowney apparently thinks he's going to be the highest paid player in all of football. I think he wants to surpass Mahomes. I've heard from an agent that Clowney turned down a $19 million a year deal because he wanted $20 million. And now he's not even – we're not that far away from football, John, and Jadeveon Clowney's not even in a camp. So I have to think that the Texans don't have the money to sign Clowney, because I'm not sure that anybody has the money to sign Clowney at this point.